How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sick Eric Tech. So today I wanted to talk about a potential phone that has piqued my interest that is coming to T-Mobile. It's not a huge flagship phone or anything. It is a budget phone from OnePlus. Now there are rumors, but there is a lot of confirmation that this phone will be coming to T-Mobile on April the 28th. It is the OnePlus Nord N20. And the thing that piqued me about this phone is that it actually looks nice. Like, it is a budget phone, so more than likely will be made out of plastic. But if you see the pictures, that it looks very, very interesting. You get your individual camera cutouts on the back. And yeah, I saw this and I found out about this several days ago, and I'm like, you know what? This actually looks like a worthy phone. It's going to be a budget phone coming in at about $280 on T-Mobile, and then it's going to be released, of course, at Best Buy and other markets. But as far as that, it's going to be exclusive to T-Mobile. Now, the specs on here, keep in mind, this is a $280 phone. It is going to be a 6.43-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED and Snapdragon 695 processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM, pretty good, and 128 storage. The battery, it's confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed yet. It's either a 4,500 milliamp hour or a 4,300 milliamp hour battery. It's sort of different on everything that I look at here. As far as charging goes, it's going to be a 30-watt wired charging, no wireless charger, obviously. It's going to have an in-display fingerprint sensor, so that's pretty cool. Cameras, again, are rumored, but you're essentially going to get a 64-megapixel main sensor, and the other two sensors, it either says a 2-megapixel monochrome and a 2-megapixel macro, or other websites are saying an 8-megapixel ultra-wide and a 2-megapixel macro. Front-facing camera, 16 megapixels. Now, more than likely, all of these cameras are going to record at 1080p. For some reason, OnePlus loves that 1080p, especially on a front-facing camera. It's going to run Android 11 with Oxygen OS 11, so no Android 12 just yet, but that's fine, considering the price of this device. Android 11 is more polished and more stable than Android 12, which is not really a big deal. Of course, USB Type-C, more than likely going to have a single bottom firing speaker. The display, glad that it's AMOLED, so it's not going to be an LCD panel, so that's pretty good. 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now, the design of this phone actually caught my eye because it looks nice. Like, I like the individual camera rings on the back. They're flush with the back plate. There is no huge camera module. You do get a sizable chin at the bottom with that bezel, but the top part actually looks pretty modern other than that bottom chin. But I really do like the way this phone looks. It looks very classy. More than likely, it's going to be cheaply made as far as the back goes. I know the OnePlus Nord N100s and N200s aren't very nicely built. They're very cheap and very plasticky. I think I used the Nord N200 for a little bit, or the 100. I can't remember which one it was. That phone was a nightmare as far as performance goes, but you got to realize that that was like a $200 phone, and for this, actually looks pretty nice, and I'm actually liking the way this phone looks. It definitely caught my eye. So April 28th apparently is when this phone is coming out for T-Mobile. It's only going to be in one color, which is a blue color. Also be available on Metro as well. And 282, 285, they vary between websites as far as how much is going to be. Battery life, like I said, it varies between 4,300 and 4,500 milliamp hour battery. The camera, a lot of them are saying 64, 8, and then a depth sensor, which is pretty cool. So it has not been released or announced globally eventually, or hopefully it does soon. But April 28th is, next week? It's coming up pretty close. And T-Mobile is going to be carrying this device exclusively and along with Metro by T-Mobile as well. So very excited. I know it's going to be a cheap budget phone, but I like the way it looks, and I think it might have potential. So hopefully I'm able to pick this up and check it out for you guys. But yeah, the thing that caught my eye was the build quality. It has this flat design, flat back, flat edges, and everything with those camera rings, and it just looks unique. I think it just caught my eye because it looks different, and it definitely does not look like a OnePlus device. It just looks very nice and clean, sort of like the LG Velvet with those camera rings on the back. It just looks clean and nice, and it definitely caught my eye. So I'm excited to test this out. I just wanted to share it with you guys, show you guys some pictures, and talk about some of the specs that are eventually going to be on here, or that are rumored to be on this device. Very cheap OnePlus Nord device, so I'm not expecting to be blown out of the way like the OnePlus 10 Pro, which, by the way, I'm using to record this video right now, sort of putting it through its paces. But I know what to expect with a budget phone and a $200 phone, so it'll still be nice to check out and see what OnePlus is capable of as far as going back to their budget line and their roots. So that being said, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. That way you get notified in future videos just like this one, and more videos on the OnePlus 10 Pro and eventually the OnePlus Nord N20. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.